If you run a small business, there's a good chance you're spending 2 or 3 hours every single day on work you shouldn't be touching at all. The same emails, typed again and again. Copying the same information between apps. The same, just following up messages. It's not the work that grows your business. It's the busy work that quietly drains it. And here's the part that should make you a little angry. A computer could be doing almost all of it for free while you sleep. That is what AI automation actually is. In the next 8 minutes, I'm going to explain exactly what it means in plain English with zero jargon and zero code. And by the end, you'll know exactly where to start so you can build your very first automation this week. No hype, just the honest, simple version. Let's get into it. Let's start with the word because it sounds way scarier than it actually is. Automation just means one thing. When something happens, something else happens automatically. When this do that, that's the whole idea. Here's a real example. A new customer fills out the contact form on your website. Normally, you'd see it, open your email, type a welcome message, copy their details into a spreadsheet, and set a reminder to follow up. That's 5 minutes of your attention every single time. With automation, the second they hit submit, the welcome email sends itself, their details drop into your spreadsheet, and the reminder creates itself. You didn't do any of it. The system did. Now, where does the AI part come in? Regular automation just follows fixed rules. AI automation adds a brain on top, something that can actually read, write, and make small decisions. So instead of sending the exact same template to everyone, it can read what a customer actually asked and write a reply that genuinely fits. It can take a messy voice note and turn it into a clean to-do list. It can look at a long, rambling email and pull out the one thing that needs your attention. Think of it like hiring an assistant who works 24 hours a day, never forgets anything, never calls in sick, and costs you a few dollars a month instead of a salary. And this isn't some far-off future thing. Regular owners are doing this today, with tools that don't need a single line of code. Now you might be thinking, is this actually worth the time to set up? Let me put it in plain numbers. Say you save just 1 hour a day, that's 5 hours a week. Over a year, that's around 250 hours. More than 6 full work weeks handed straight back to you. 6 weeks. Imagine what you do with that. Take on more clients or actually finish at a reasonable time or just have a weekend that's genuinely yours. And honestly, it's not even mostly about the hours. It's about the mental load, that constant background noise in your head. Did I reply to them? Did I send that invoice? Did I follow up with that lead? When a system quietly handles all of it, your brain finally gets to put it down. That's the real win. Not just time, but the relief of not carrying all of it in your head anymore. And you don't have to automate everything overnight. You start with one task, one small win. So what should you automate first? Because there's a trap here that beginners fall straight into. They try to automate everything at once, get completely overwhelmed, and quit by the weekend. Don't do that. You're looking for tasks that are 3 things: repetitive, predictable, and time-stealing, and they almost always fall into 3 buckets. Bucket 1, communication. Anything where you send a message you've basically sent 100 times before. Appointment confirmations, reminders so people don't no-show. Follow-ups after a job is done. Asking a happy customer for a review. You're typing the same thing over and over so it's perfect for automation. Bucket 2, data shuffling. The mind-numbing stuff where you move information from one place to another. Copying a name and email from a form into a spreadsheet. Adding a new customer to your contact list. Creating an invoice from an order. It's boring, it's easy to get wrong when you're tired, and a system does it perfectly every single time. Bucket 3, scheduling and admin. Letting people book a time without the endless back and forth of, "Are you free Tuesday?" Sending reminders before appointments. Putting together a simple weekly report. Here's the simple test for any task. If you do it the same way every time, and it doesn't really need your judgment or your personal touch, it's a candidate. But if it needs real thought, a hard decision, or a genuine human relationship, you keep that one. You automate the boring parts so you have more time for the parts that actually need you. All right, let's make this real so you can actually use it today. Here's a dead simple 4-step way to find the best first automation in your own business, and you don't need to be technical for any of this. Step 1. For the next 3 days, just keep a little list. Every time you catch yourself doing a small, repetitive task, jot it down. Don't change anything yet, just notice. Step 2. Look at your list and circle every task you do the exact same way every single time. Those circles are your gold mine. Step 3. For each circled task, write down 2 things, the trigger and the result. The trigger is what starts it. The result is what should happen. For example, trigger, a new customer books a call. Result, send them a confirmation and a reminder the day before. Step 4. Pick the one task that eats the most time but is the simplest to set up. That right there is your first automation. Just one. Build it, get it working, and actually feel the win. Then you move to the next. That's the whole method. Most people massively overthink this. You do not need a master plan for 40 automations. You need one good one, done well. And the momentum from that first win is exactly what carries you to all the rest. Let me make this even more concrete. Say the task you picked is following up with new leads because right now you reply whenever you happen to see the message, sometimes hours later. Here's what the automation looks like. The trigger is someone filling out your contact form. The instant they do, the system sends them a friendly reply. Thanks for reaching out, I'll be in touch shortly. It adds them to your contact list and pings you so it's on your radar. That's it. You built one thing and now every single lead gets an instant professional response. Even at 2 in the morning, even when you're out on a job, you just went from losing leads to whoever replied faster to never missing one again. And notice what you didn't do. You didn't learn to code. You didn't redesign your entire business. You set up one trigger and a couple of actions, one time. That's the whole shape of every automation you will ever build. A trigger and what happens next. Once you've seen it work even once, the rest stops feeling like magic and starts feeling like Lego. So that's what AI automation really is and how to find your very first one. From here, it's just building. And I've made that part easy for you. I've got a video on the exact 5 automations I'd set up first. Another on the only 4 tools you actually need to run all of this. And one on the 5 reasons automation usually fails, so you can skip the mistakes everyone else makes. They're all linked for you right here. If getting your hours back sounds good, do 2 quick things for me. First, hit subscribe because this whole channel is about exactly this. No hype, no jargon, just the honest way to get your time back. And second, tell me in the comments, what's the one task in your business you'd automate first? Drop it below. I read every single one. Thanks for watching. Now go build that first one.